I finally got all the TMs that we're after. It took maybe 30 minutes ish, something like that. Actually wasn't too bad. Of course, truth be told, whenever you can just go back and forth, and just reload the chunk, it's super quick. Oh, let me go grab my Pokemon. And I should have everything. Should. That's a big should. So I'm just going to go ahead and just straight up switch all these out. Because even Tallow has attacks that we need to give it. Okay, so let's start with Abra. Abra needs Dazzling Gleam. This is all the TMs that I need. I ended up selling vitamins. And so I've still got 8,000 left over. I mean, after selling a bunch of vitamins, I was able to buy all of these. So Abra should have it. Yeah, okay. So we got Dazzling Gleam. Then it needs, it needs Energy Ball. There we go. And then it needs Psychic. And we'll get rid of Teleport. There we go. That's going to be its really good stab move. So it ends out with Psychic. The target is hit by a strong telekinetic force. This may also lower the target's special defense stat. Charge Beam. The user attacks with an electric charge. It actually has lower power than some of the other options and a 90 accuracy, which I'm not crazy about. But the user may use any remaining electricity to raise its special attack stat. It's like a 70% chance that that's going to happen. So if Abra comes out, Charge Beam, boom, maybe it one-shots or revenge kills, and it gets that special attack stat, that means that the next one, the next Pokemon that comes out, chances are, is going to be a one-shot. A one-shot, and just... Abra could pretty much, if it gets good on a Charge Beam, it's gonna go far. Dazzling Gleam, the user damages opposing Pokemon by emitting a powerful flash. And then Energy Ball, the user draws power from nature and fires it at the target. This may also lower the target's special defense stat. And that's going to give it really good coverage because it's got Psychic, it's got Electric, it's got Fairy, and it's got Grass. So Fairy, of course, being good against Dark, which would be one of Abra's big competitors, I guess. So I think it's a pretty good loadout there. All right, so next up, Glameow. Glameow needs U-Turn, and it needs Aerial Ace. And then Knockoff and Fake Out, we're going to have to learn from Tutor and Reminder. This is the only Pokemon that needs a Reminder, so. Which I think technically whenever you breed it, I think it can get Fake Out, but I don't know. This one does not have Fake Out, and that's kind of important for it. So we'll go ahead and teach it U-Turn, and we'll teach it Aerial Ace. And I decided to take Aerial Ace because fighting, of course, is a big competitor for normal types. And so if a fighting type comes out, I can use Aerial Ace to kind of get a super effective attack on it. And if we take a look here, the user confounds the target with speed, then slashes. This attack never misses. That's also a very important part because if they start lowering my accuracy, I at least have Aerial Ace to fall back on that's never going to miss, you know. And then U-Turn allows me to switch out. It's a bug type attack and allows me to switch out after it does damage, which I love. I love U-Turn. It's such a good. I actually considered doing a whole team that had U-Turn. Like every member of the team would have U-Turn, so I could just... The Pokemon could come out, it could attack, and then it could U-Turn back, and it would really mess with people, but I ended up just doing the two Pokemon that have U-Turn. Okay, so Diglett. Diglett is going to get Earthquake and Rock Slide. Yeah, right there. Okay, so then it's got Stealth Rock. There's Rock Slide. There's Earthquake. And of course, Rock Slide. Normally I don't like going with attacks that don't have 100% accuracy, like default accuracy. So Earthquake, the user sets off an Earthquake that strikes every Pokemon around it. 100 power. It's a very strong Earth attack. And then Rock Slide, large boulders are hurled at the opposing Pokemon to inflict damage. This may also make the opposing Pokemon flinch. I went with Rock Slide because it's about the best I can do on a rock attack. You know, if I can't get Power Gem. And Rock Slide, it's kind of important, I think, for Diglett because otherwise birds would come out and just mess with it. So I was like, well, I'm going to take Rock Slide. Okay, so next up, Ghastly. Ghastly needs, of course, it's already got Shadow Ball and Sludge Wave, but then it also needs Giga Drain and Dazzling Gleam, which is going to be a fun combo. Or not combo, but fun attacks. Dazzling Gleam, of course, gives it that protection from dark, because we don't want that coming out and messing with everything. Giga Drain's kind of nice because... and I actually considered leaving Hypnosis on Ghastly, but then I was like, nah, because the accuracy's not the best, and I don't even want to mess with sleep. Like, my goal is more to just end it out quick and fast, and not give the opponent time to really build up. So, Giga Drain, of course, the user's HP is restored by half the damage taken by the target. 75 power. Should keep Ghastly up longer than I think people would really want him to be up because of the high special attack and high speed that he's got at his disposal. So I thought Giga Drain would be kind of fun on him to run, and then kind of give him an extra layer than just being straight out damage. That's like Abra has the extra layer of coming out with Charge Beam and hopefully getting that special attack stat increase and then wrecking. You know, that's kind of my goal anyways. And then Tallow needs, right now Tallow has Thief, and that's it. And so it needs Facade and U-Turn, and then it also needs Tailwind, but we're going to have to... And if it happens that I don't end up getting to find a move tutor or a move reminder, I have contingency plan moves for the Pokemon, but I'm going to try to find those because it would just make things a little bit better. So there's U-Turn, and there's Facade. Okay, and this is this is one of my favorite things. Tallow is like my favorite party member in this group. So Thief, of course, it can steal items. I'm running it mainly just because it's a good, decent damage dark attack. Is really the only reason I'm running it, because I don't want a ghost to come out, since my only other attack that would be able to hit a ghost would be U-Turn. I wanted to have something to deal with ghost types, since Facade, which is, you know, Tallow's big thing, it's not going to be able to hit the ghost types. So I figured, well, Thief, that way I can hit them. And for the most part, be super effective, you know. But Facade's really nice. The move doubles its power if the user is poisoned, burned, or has paralyzed. Okay, so it's going to go from a 70 to a 140 power attack with 100 accuracy. Not to mention Tallow has guts, so it does even more damage from the Facade. Alright, and it's going to have it because we're going to give it a Flame Orb, so it's always on fire. It's always a big burning bird that's just running in there until it dies. I mean, the thing is, running all these Life Orbs and stuff, it does kind of make it a little bit dangerous because I'm killing myself off. Because the team actually has 3 Life Orbs and a Flame Orb, you know, across the group. So 4 of the 6 Pokemon are damaging themselves, but they're also dishing out massive, massive damage while being very fast, for the most part. I mean, Houndour is like the slowest one we got. And then lastly, we have Houndour. So Houndour, you are going to get... I think he's got most of his. He's got Flamethrower. And he's got Swift, right? He's already got Swift. I think I already had that one. It's been a little while. Yeah, I've got Swift. That's there, once again, if they start dropping accuracy, I have a 60 power attack that never misses. And it is a special type attack. So Sucker Punch would be the only one that's physical type. Which he's still got 11 physical attack. So I think with Sucker Punch and it being a stab move, I think it would be okay. To take one attack. You know, there's not as big of a difference at level 5 as there would be at level 100 between his special attack and his attack. Now, if it was level 100 or even level 50, there'd be a bigger gap there, but at level 5, there's not a huge gap. It's only 6 points, and it would be a stab move, so it would really honestly make up for it being lower. My other option I was going to run was Dark Pulse on him, but I decided to run the Sucker Punch if I can, just because it hits first, and it's kind of a nasty attack. So let's find our Sludge Beam. I think I got that one, didn't I? Did not. I did not buy Sludge Bomb. Okay, so I'm missing one. I just have to get a Sludge Bomb TM and then we'll be good. Okay. And while I'm at it, I want to check and make sure that all of these Pokemon... No, we don't want to enable leveling. No, we don't want to enable leveling. No. 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 And no. You can see they've all got Pokerus. It was actually brought up in the comments a bit back. There's a bug where Pokerus never stops spreading. And so... it's just always there. It always just applies to all your new Pokemon. So once you get Pokerus once, you've pretty much always got Pokerus. And you're going to get it at least once if you level a Pokemon to level 100. I can promise. So actually, I'll take Houndour with me. Okay, so Sludge Bomb is the only one that I'm missing. And that's TM36. Let me double check and make sure that I don't... No, I don't. I have Sludge Wave, but I don't have Sludge Bomb. Okay, well, I'm going to go farm it up and try to get that, and then I'll come back whenever we're ready to start getting into move tutors. And I get some stuff together, and then we'll talk about that and all the fun that we're going to have. So I'll be back in a bit. Okay, I haven't went out and got the TM. I decided I'd go ahead and get the stuff together so I can start looking for move tutors and reminders in case I come across them. You know, what I've got here, I need to make sure that I've got the Pokemon that need to learn the skills. And so we're going to have, I need to keep my flying Pokemon with me. So we're going to put up Phanpy. And so we're going to take Tallow. Houndour needs a move. Houndour needs Sucker Punch. Tallow needs Tailwind. Both from move tutors. Diglett needs Sucker Punch. And Glameow needs Knockoff from the tutor and Reminder for Fake Out. So I'm going to drop... let's take King in case I come across much. Okay, I'm going to take King and Swellow and then those 4 with me. And I've also got Sapphire, Ruby, Gold, Emerald, Diamonds, Crystals, and Amethyst. And the other thing that we'll need is Aluminum, which I just smelted some up. We don't use it for a whole lot of stuff, so I didn't even bother doubling it with Flint. In the alloy smelter, I just went ahead and straight smelted it because we just don't use it for much of anything. So we'll go ahead and grab that. Iron's just more efficient, so I tend to use that. But okay, so the move tutors can spawn pretty much any bio. But each one can only teach 3 moves and it's randomized, so I've got to get lucky and get Sucker Punch, Tailwind, and Knock Off. Those are the 3 moves. I just need Sucker Punch twice, though. And then the reminders spawn in like Extreme Heals and Plains. I've actually seen a move reminder here before. Of course, they despawn. So I've got to fly around, and this is the part I've been dreading the most. I've got to fly around and just see if I can find a move reminder and move tutors. So once we find one reminder, it can teach everything, and it actually does not require any currency. At least that's the default setting. I don't think it does on here, actually. But I've got to just get pretty lucky right now. I've seen quite a few of them. I mean, they do spawn. It's just getting lucky when you actually need it, and that's a different story. But yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna fly around and see if I can find it, and then that's part of Purely's base over there. We can take a look real quick. So that's what's going up over here. It's kind of like I think it's like a watchtower type area, like a little outpost tower up here. So it's just hollow. It's just for looks, I think. We're not entering Purely's base, actually. But if we go over... Oh, there's Togekiss. Huh. I didn't know they spawned here, actually. But over here is Purely's base so far. So it's like storage stuff. And then it's all like very much in the works at the moment. And just a sneak peek. I hope Purely doesn't mind, but just since we're in the area, I figure we'd stop by. I'm not sure if we're going to do like traditional server tours in this series or do more like hosting tournament type tours. I'm not for sure. So this weekend will be the first tournament, and then I'll be able to release all these videos. But yeah, this is purely based so far. I know they're doing a like a medieval type build, so it's coming along together. A lot of like framework and stuff coming up here. I'm excited to see how this all comes together, because this is like my closest neighbor right here. So, but yeah, I've got to fly around and see if I can find move tutors and a move reminder. So I'll bring you guys back whenever I do find one, and we'll see if it has the moves we're looking for, basically. And then rinse and repeat. I'm sure multiple times for 3 different moves. But so anyways, I'll be back in a bit. Okay, I want to pop you guys in because deja vu. I just beat a boss bead drill. It was just a yellow rarity one, like a level 110, and it dropped a master ball. So that makes 3 that we have now. And also, I did dump off Houndour and Diglett because I decided I actually don't want to go with Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch is nice. The only thing is, in the event, it's one of those moves, like, it worries me. Diglett should be moving first, and Houndour generally will be moving first. So Sucker Punch being able to go first, maybe not that important. And the problem is, if they, if they're using something like Sand Attack or Hypnosis or something like that, I'm pretty much just giving them a free setup turn, because it's not going to, Sucker Punch isn't going to go off. So I decided I'm actually going to switch up their moves in that regard, and give them something different. I've got some ideas, but I'm not set on them just yet. But I decided to actually hoof it. There's a person that looks like, well, is that a trainer or? Yeah, level 1 trainer. You want to get wrecked? I need to get Nidoking healed up. He's taking on a couple green bosses, but it was my first Pokeball. 16 Pokedollars. I always click too fast through those. I always mean to read them, but I just decided to just hoof it, because stuff spawns a lot better, because whenever you're flying, it's like you have to stop every so often and let stuff spawn in. And I figure just walking through the world, I'm more likely to probably see things spawning, than if I fly. So there's a 64 trainer. It's a Poke fan. I can't remember if they have a lot of money or not. I want people with lots of money. It should be an easy enough fight. So I'll just wreck my way through these. And these trainers, generally, unless they're like 100, which even the level 100 trainers are a joke for the Nidos. And then Drapion for what I'm missing on. You must love your Pokemon as much as I love mine. We got, 4,032, so that was worth it. There's another person. I'm hoping I can just keep finding people until I find move tutors, is what I'm shooting for. So, level 5 trainer. But yeah, so I'll be back. Boy, gone. I'll be back in a little bit whenever I find a move tutor. 192. That's not really worth it, I guess, but yeah, I'll be back in a bit. Okay, I just want to bring you guys in real quick. I've been searching for, I don't know, an hour and a half maybe or so. I haven't found anything yet. I did get a sludge bomb. I've been actually kind of hanging out near this trader, so I'll basically I'm just kind of staying in the plain, so I'll run over to here and then I'll run back along, check the trader, and then run all the way up to right in here, and then I'll run back and check the trader, or walk back, I should say. It may be 2 hours now. I don't know. But anyways, right here, you'll notice there's these sparkles. This is a hidden Poke chest. So I figured I'd show you. This is the first one I've seen. But we can just click there, and we got an X attack. So that's what we got. But yeah, so I'm just kind of passing back and forth and battling trainers. You can see I'm up to 23,000 at the moment. So but yeah, so I'll be back one of these days whenever I find something. Okay, I finally found one. I actually went AFK for a second and came back, and there was a trainer that spawned right here, and I battled it. It only had one Pokemon, which was a Linoon, but it gave me 4,000 Pokedollars. And then I turned around, and I was starting to move in this direction, and this guy spawned literally 2 feet away from me. So, move tutor. If we select... Let's see, if we select Glameow. These are the moves that it can teach. I'm looking for Tailwind and Knockoff. I'm just double and triple checking here. I don't see it though. It does have Fake Out though. So I could teach it Fake Out here instead of having to find then I wouldn't have to find a move reminder, which would be good, I guess. It only takes 16 iron, so yeah, let's go ahead and teach it Fake Out. And so we'll get rid of Charm. Oh, I didn't grab iron. Oh, man. Okay, well, let's... Oh, I have an idea, though, what I could do. It's a little bit weird, but just because I don't know how hard it's going to be to find a move reminder, I think they spawn a little bit less often. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to dig down like 2 blocks so he can't get out. And I'm just going to go mining and try to mine up like 16 iron and a little bit of cobblestone to make a furnace. I don't know why I'm breaking this by hand. I was breaking it there by hand just to be careful, but I'll see if I can mine up some iron, some coal, so that I can get that smelted up and be able to purchase that. It's going to get dark though, so I'll be back here in a little bit, hopefully, once I gather the stuff that I need to buy that. It was 16 iron, so I don't need rock salt. But yeah, so I'll be back here in a bit. Okay, I got the iron that we need. I just got to get smelted real quick. And I've got to get some wood to make a crafting table real quick, which is just like 1 piece. I happen to have 1 durability on that axe this whole time. Well, so much for that, but that's fine. Alright, so I stopped using this pick because I don't want to break it, so I was using this one. I want to put mending on that. I need to do that because honestly it wouldn't be... Oh, I'll put that coal away. Honestly, it wouldn't be all that expensive to do that, so... Or all that, yeah, all that expensive or anything to put mending on there. We just have to make some alloys and stuff and use our enchanter. But anyways, I'll be back here in a minute. I just don't want to take a chance on maybe not finding a move reminder because that would be kind of a bummer. And then be waiting on that. And actually Fake Out's one of the more important abilities for our Glameow. So I don't know why they've gotten so blurry, but anyways, I'll be back here in just a bit. Okay, so there's a bit of our iron. I've got a little bit more smelting up, but now some of these abilities you can teach as egg moves, but I figured I'm just going to do some move tutors because we haven't done any of those really. Let's see. Just making sure. All right, let's go ahead and give it Fake Out. Replace Charm. Yes. There we go. Glameow forgot Charm and learned Fake Out. Awesome. Okay, so I am going to, I guess, leave this area and leave this move tutor. Okay, I'm still out here on the plains. It's kind of the same plains area, a little ways off, but kind of just wandering around in here since I know tutors are spawning here. And I found a Manectric, Mega Manectric. So we're going to take this on. We haven't taken one of these on yet. So, of course, I don't hang out in the plains all that often. I came and caught Glameows, but yeah, we one-shot it. And we got Icium Z and Manectite. So, not bad. We shall take it. And I'm battling all these trainers. I'm up to 37,000, which is pretty good, I think. But anyways, I'm still looking, so I'll be back. Okay, I've searched, since the last move tutor, I have searched for a good 6 hours or so. Still haven't found another one. So I think what I'm probably going to do is just use my my other moves I was planning on putting on these, because finding a move tutor is just not reliable. I mean, I've no joke. I've looked for like 8 hours in total, or maybe more, maybe more like 10, and I've only found the one, and it didn't have really the moves that I was looking for. Even though Fake Out, I think, probably one of the more important moves for Glameow. I was planning on getting it a different way, but I'll take this way, you know. So I think on Glameow I'm going to put, I think Thief, because I basically just wanted a dark attack to deal with like any ghost types or something that come up. Tallow is probably going to get a flying attack, maybe aerial acrobatics, or I mean aerial ice. I mean, because it doesn't really have a flying attack at the moment. And then I'm gonna put I got the Dark Pulse TM, so I'm gonna put that onto Houndour, and the Sludge Bomb TM. I got that picked up, and then Diglett's going to get Shadow Claw, which I got right there. So if I do happen to find a tutor before the tournament, I'll keep my Pokemon on me just in case. But if I do happen to find a tutor, then you know we'll take care of that. But otherwise, I think I'm going to end out this episode here because I haven't had any luck yet. So I'm going to go for backup. So we are going to get some tutors in the town later, but not yet, of course, because we need a proper building for them. This building actually might house one, but we'll see. But yeah, so anyways, I'm going to end out this episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button, and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already to stay updated with when new videos come out, and I hope to see you guys next time. So until then, as always, do take care, stay safe, and I'll see you at the tournament. Okay, just wanted to bring you guys in really, really quick. It's actually the morning of the tournament, but I came across another move tutor, and I'm actually recording this a little bit later, this audio, but I didn't end up finding what I was looking for. There wasn't really anything on here, as you can see. None of the moves that I was going for, so I ended up having to just cut my losses and yeah, and not have the two moves that I was really wanting on them, but that's fine. I think they'll be perfectly okay without those moves, so we'll just go with our backup moves then.